Evening, Bill. Evening, Sylv. Smile on that face this evening.
Yeah, about a time we got a winner. I feel like I forgot how to ride one.
Oh, well.
Today.
Well done,
Oh,
Sil.
well done. What a performance from Art Power. I mean, he couldn't have done it any better, could he?
No, he couldn't, and he's an improving horse going forward. And team thinks a lot of him, and so do I. And I think he came for the right race, and we're pleased he delivered. We're very pleased we got a winner.
Where'd you go next? Where would you want to go next?
Wow. I don't know. I don't know. We need to see what Alistair wants to do, and obviously we have to sit down because I do think he's a really nice horse for the future. So and maybe probably at the end of the season, seeing him in France for the big sprinter race all day. Somewhere like that.
Yeah. Brilliant performance, Sil. Well
Another impressive horse on the day was another one of your tips, Sil. Learjet got it done in the Norfolk. Well done. And Bill, you put up Dandella in the Albany, so looks like everyone's finally coming to the party. I put Indianapolis up in the last two, still running. So we'll move swiftly on and let's get stuck into tomorrow. In the 12:40, the Silver Wokium. You team up with Tim Easterby again, Silv. Not on a 7-4 favourite, I'm afraid. They're vintage fruits, the 66-1 chance. He's an exciting 2-year-old. He was favourite for the Norfolk, but things just haven't really worked out for him in his career, have they?
No, I know one thing. He probably would like the soft ground. I think that's the ground he wants. But he's been a very disappointing horse. He's he hasn't shown his performance since last time he won. Looks very open racing. But I just hope he can find his form back. He got a run into his belt, and and most teams' horse need a run, to improve. So, but he's a big step up, like I think we've been throwing a deep end, but he needs to find his form in this kind of race,
Bill, have you played?
Yeah, it's a very hard race. I mean, I think the Haggis horse, Plum, looks the obvious one.
Yeah,
he'll handle the ground. I think he'll run really well. One of the big prize, Clive Cox obviously won the big one today with Golden Horde. He runs one here. Louis de Palma hasn't run this season, which is a slight negative, but I think he could run well. Those would be my two against the field.
What was I going to say? Sil mentioned then that the Tim Easterby horses are needing the run, but they're improving massive for it. He also runs Count d'Orsay in this. Been money for that this evening already. Opening issue 16 in as short as 10 now. So that's significant. We roll on to the 115, the Queen Mary. Sil, you've not got a ride in that. Bill, all the money's for More Beautiful already. The Ballydoyle horse, 6-4 favourite. SP prediction for this one?
I mean, probably 5-4 even money, I would have thought. I mean, looks obvious, looks the one to beat on paper, probably will win. Very difficult to get stuck in. The ground, Steve will say the ground will dry. It'll still be on the soft side, but it's starting to dry. I thought Jesse Harrington's horse might run well there at a big price. Digital Doe, whatever it's called. Can't remember the name of the horse. But I think More Beautiful is the most logical winner.
Silv, it took till Friday evening, but Bill can't remember the name of the horse. I enjoyed that nearly as much as watching Art Power go 4 lengths clear earlier today. If you could ride anything in the Queen Mary, what would it be, Silv?
Well, I don't mind to pick up Oisin Murphy's ride. She only had one start and finished second for Dennis Hogan. Gramata, something like that. And I think could be a good thing out there. It's a big prize, but I think could run well.
Okay, right. Let's move on to the Coventry, the 150. You team up with David Lohane here, and you had Shoddy who won at Wolverhampton last time. Another one who's a big prize, 66. He'd have it to do. All the money for Admirable Nelson in this for Ballydoyle. Can you give us any hope with your charge here?
Hello.
Jill? Any chance Chorizo can hit the frame in the Coventry?
I think so, yeah. I think so. Adrian wouldn't have been a horse here just for a run, And I think he got every chance to win. I wouldn't, I wouldn't tip him out the box, and I think he's the horse, to be there in the shake-up.
Nice, big price, Bill.
Yeah.
I put up a horse called Dark Lion of Roger Varian's, ran really well at Newmarket on his debut. There was a big word for him that day. He was green as anything. Bred by Dark Angel, the sire. Shouldn't have a problem with the ground. I think he'll run really well at a double-figure price.
Double-figure price. He's in at 9-1 already this evening. Bill, you've had your people out taking the 10s, I noticed there. Right, the 225, the Coronation Stakes. Sylv, you've not got a ride. Quadrilateral comes here. She's gallant in defeat in the Guineas, but all the money's for Alpine Star of Jesse Harrington's, who won a Group 2 at the Curragh. Frankie teams up with her. If you could pick one, what would you ride?
Shireen, I think Oshin got a good stronger book of ride tomorrow. Number 6, and I come to this race in a good form, and I think he could give a run for the money as well. Got well rated, one of the top rates as well. So I think he got a good chance.
Bill, trappy little affair.
Yeah, very trappy race actually. I mean, Quadrilateral probably the one to beat still. Ground's a question mark, but I think Quadrilateral brings the best form to the party. Will need further in time, but stays a mile and a quarter. You probably need to stay a mile and a quarter on testing ground tomorrow, so I'll stick with Quadrilateral.
Okay, right, let's get straight into the St James's Palace Stake, because Pinatubo is running here. Currently 7-4 market leader. Needs to bounce back. Bill, will he bounce back? The money's been for Palace Pier this evening.
Yeah, well, I've taken headline Palace Pier. I think John Gosling expressed a worry about his ability to handle the ground because of his smooth action, which is a concern, but Sil will tell you that it dries out pretty well on a straight course, and hopefully the ground won't be terrible there tomorrow with a bit of sunshine come for St James's Palace. I think those two horses, Pinatubo and Wichita, had hard races at Newmarket, and I just wonder whether Palace Pier, who went via Newcastle on the all-weather, might have gone the right trip. We've seen so many horses this week prep for Ascot with a run on the all-weather at Newcastle. It obviously teams them up perfectly, and I'll go with Palace Pier to upset the big two.
So do you think Pinatubo will bounce back?
And I hope he does, and he's a horse who can go on any ground. But I think I agreed with Bill, probably, the horse for John Gosling had an easy time at Newcastle. It's a very easy track. You never overdo it out there, in the weather to come. And Pinatubo had a hard race, but if you will, and probably ride him with a bit of patience, and this place, I think he could pay off,
Yeah, I think everyone would like to see him bounce back. The 335 is the Diamond Jubilee. You team up with Andrew Balding again. You ride Shine So Bright, a 14-1 chance, every chance in a race like this. Look, he was 5th in the Coventry there last year. He handles the track. Would the ground be a concern for him at all?
Yes, absolutely. And he's a horse. He likes to up the ground, and but obviously he doesn't going to get tomorrow. But if the ground's drying out, and and he might get home, he might nick a place,
Yeah.
Obviously it's the first run for the year, but I like to see him running well. He's not in this race without a chance, but I don't gonna say he's gonna win.
Bill, have you backed one master this evening?
Do you know, I like what my worry with One Master is that he would have liked she would have liked the ground softer, and the rain is going to stay away now, and I think the ground on a straight course will dry out. The one I headlined in the paper is one of the big outsiders, Speaking Colours. The thing about Speaking Colours is that he was 4th in this race last year. He was 6th on Champions Day in the Champion Sprint behind Sylvain Don Juan Triumphant. I just think he's a bit overpriced. He stays 7 furlongs well, so the 6 on easy ground will be fine. Had a good prep race. I just thought he was a big price at 25-1.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Look, there's been money for that one master this evening, and there's also been bits around for Dream of Dreams. In the 410, though, Sylv, you're back on a favourite. In the Woking, you ride Bielsa, who is the clear 5-1 market leader. It's 10-1 bar him. He's 4 from 5 for Kevin Ryan. He won't mind a bit of dig in the ground. This would be one to look forward to.
Yes, he's a horse. He joined the King Power Racing now. He bought him last year, and Kevin really likes him, and they'd say he's been doing well at home. And I think it's a tough little handicap. We didn't come to this race in a prepper race, but I'm sure Kevin done anything you know, to get this horse 100% for this race. And I wouldn't swap my ride, you know.
Yeah. Bill, you on the phone?
Yeah, I love Silv's horse. I think he's very exciting. You know, Silv will tell you this is a horse that was bought to replace Dontoine Triumphant, so he's got big boots to fill. He's a very, very exciting prospect, and his main market rival doesn't run. The Michael Stout horse, the Hamden horse, doesn't run, so it should on paper make the job easy. It doesn't look the best renewal of the race, so I would pick him as the number one, and inform Summerhand probably to come and fill the places, I would have thought.
Cool. Right, the last race of the week, the 440, the Queen Alexandra. Bill, you told me earlier you're going to give us the winner of this.
Oh, I'm convinced that the problem is that Macon, who ran in the Gold Cup on Thursday, will come out, so there'll be Rule 4s galore in the morning. But who dares win? Alan King's already had a couple of winners this week. This is the longest race on the flat calendar. It's over nearly 2 miles 6 on bad ground. I think who dares wins is a really good thing. But Luke, I know you've got a share in one here.
No, that our boy runs in this. He's 33 to 1, ridden by Holly Doyle, and she rode the winner of the last today at 33 to 1. So it shows it can happen, but I think he'd be more than up against it. But
tell everyone the name. You haven't told them.
It's a freebie. It's a freebie. He placed at the Cheltenham Festival at 50 to 1. So why can't he place at Royal Ascot at the same price? But if you want to tip up the favourite at 6 to 4, Bill, you tip up the favourite at 6 to 4.
We'll see who's on the winner tomorrow night.
I'll pick Ryan Moore, and I think he's team up with his dad, so I think
it's a good shout. That very good shout, sir.
Yeah.
That was an interesting booking. That.
Yeah. He usually like he rides for his dad when he got a chance, so that'll be quite interesting.
Yeah, there we are. We've got the TriCast. We'll put the three of them together. Who dares wins? The Moore horse and Luke's horse all together. There's the TriCast.
I think we're all in agreement that we hope your one's third there, Bill.
Yeah. Do you know what? I don't mind being third with them. If it's to you two, I don't mind.
Look, guys, it's been great fun every night this week. Thanks so much for both of your times. Silv, best of luck tomorrow, and we'll speak again soon.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Brilliant.
Talk
Thanks,
to you
Luke.
soon.
Thanks, Phil.
Thank you.
Good luck,
guys.
Down safe. Bye.
Take care. Bye.